Are you avoiding thinking about your future when you will no longer have a steady income? Or would you like to do a little retirement income planning and brainstorming so you can start getting excited about what's possible? In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 steps that you can take now for an early retirement income planning brainstorming session. Hi, I'm Camille Gaines. I'm a financial coach, author of Earn, Grow, Give, and I've been personally investing for over 30 years, and I share here what I've learned from that experience. But in this video, what I really want to talk about is how we, my husband and I, created multiple income streams in late midlife when we saw that it was going to be hard to generate enough income off of more traditional investments in stocks and bonds. Now, in this video, I want to share with you sort of the process that we went through initially. And I think that this will get you brainstorming and thinking in a positive way and hopefully get excited about what's possible for you if you consider alternatives to income. And let me start with step 1. So the very first thing that you're going to do is get super clear about what it is that you really want. I've talked about this some in other videos. I've touched on most of these things in other videos, but I want you to really take these steps sort of in order as far as getting super clear about what it is you really want first. What happens is a lot of people, once they do this, once they stop the busyness and stop the noise about worrying about money or making money or life, they realize that what they really want is not what they sort of assumed that they wanted or what society expected of them. They realize that maybe the things they really want cost more than they thought, or they might cost less than they thought. So the first thing is to get super clear about what you really want. All right, the next step I want to share with you is get really clear about your expenses based on what you discovered in number 1 when you were brainstorming what you really wanted. So what are your expenses now? That would be the starting place. But which of those expenses could be eliminated, or which would need to be increased for you to live the lifestyle that you really want when you are no longer going to your job every single day? So how would that change your current expenses? What are your current expenses, and how will those change? A lot of people just assume that once they stop working at a job, their expenses are going to drop by 10% or 25%. I had a guy post on my channel the other day, oh, well, as soon as I retire, my expenses will drop by 25%. Really? How is that going to happen? So get clear about it. I like doing fun things. I want to travel. I want to do things that I have, look forward to doing. And so I think that most people do. And so I don't think that it's a given that your expenses are necessarily going to drop when you retire, when you leave your job. The third step is make a list of things that you know you can expect to receive. You're fairly certain that you're going to get, for example, Social Security if you live in the U.S. Do you have a pension or something else that you know will be coming to you in the form of income once you do leave your job and stop that, that regular income from a job? Then the next step you're going to take, step 4, is see if there's a gap in those two numbers. There probably will be, right? That's what this is about. So you've got your expenses, and then you've got those set things that you know are coming, period, and then that gap. Then we're going to look at how you can fill in that gap. But before you do that, what I want you to do is calculate the amount of income that you think you can expect to earn from your investments. Now, super important, don't confuse long-term capital appreciation or that long-term gain of almost 10% in the stock market over very long periods of time. Don't confuse that with income. That's happening a lot with people that I speak with and comments that are on my YouTube channel. Income is from dividends, okay? So stock income is from dividends. Long-term appreciation, that long-term return, is not income. That is the amount by which over time, averaged out, your dividends reinvested, that's how much your stock account will grow. if it performs as it has in history over very, very long periods of time. Just for simplicity's sake, or just to sort of point out, right now, as I record this video, the dividend income or the dividend yield is just under 2%, around 2%. That's where we've been for a while. And so that's a far, cry from 10%, right? So don't think that income from stocks is 10%. Okay, I didn't mean to go into that too much. It just really concerns me when I see how many people here think that income from stocks is 10%, and it's not. Okay, it could be from some stocks, but it's not from a broadly diversified investment in stocks in an index fund like the S&P 500. Let me put it that way. Okay, then the next thing I want you to do is simply to explore ways to increase that income amount that you have. When you add in your investment income, you take that set income that you're pretty sure you're going to have, and the estimate of that investment income. You add those up, and then what do you need to do to fill in that gap? What can you do? What are some non-stock alternatives, some somewhat alternative investments, for example, something like MLPs or REITs, which you've probably seen me talk about in other videos, or something like as alternative as real estate rentals or online small businesses. So something like that. What are your ideas? What excites you? So that's what I want to share with you in this video. If you found this information helpful, I would love it if you would let me know, give me a thumbs up below. It really means a lot when you like a video that I do. And also, I've created an early retirement assessment that takes you through these exact steps that I've told you about here. I'll put a link to it in the description below the video if you want to grab that. It's absolutely free, and it's these steps and more. And that's what I wanted to share with you. I appreciate your watching. Thanks.